Hey everybody, today we are going to talk about the ultimate girls weekend on the Crystal Coast. So our team here at MCKRE, we're lucky enough to live on the Crystal Coast all year round, but we know how wonderful this place we get to call home is. So whether you are already actively planning your girls getaway in Carteret County, or whether you're just daydreaming from your desk today, we are going to talk about the best places to stay, to sip, to shop, and to hang out for your ultimate girls weekend on the Crystal Coast. Let's start with where you and your girls are going to stay. So a few options. Number one, if you love Beaufort and you have a smaller crowd, the Bunk house in Beaufort is just really charming. It is a cool, historic, renovated property, cozy beds, updated decor, just a golf cart ride to downtown Beaufort. Just a really neat and charming place to stay. Now, if you want to stay in Beaufort and you prefer more of a resort style feel, then you've got the Beaufort Hotel. So the Beaufort Hotel, of course, is big and spacious. People have weddings there. There's an incredible restaurant and bar on site. So really a different feel, but also something that's perfect for a girls' weekend. If you prefer to be over on the island, there is the Crystal Coast Oceanfront Hotel. So that used to be the inn at Pine Knoll Shores. There aren't a whole lot of great oceanfront hotels that are right there on the main road on the beach, but this one is really good. Again, you've got a great restaurant right there in the lobby. You've got an incredible setting right on the beach. So that's perfect if you really are looking for some sand and some sun. Now, another option you might consider if you prefer staying in Moorhead is the Bask. The Bask is modern and updated. It's right there, high rise, overlooking the water, overlooking the sound in downtown Moorhead, and you're close to all those shops and restaurants. So really fun if you're kind of more into the nightlife scene. You're right there in the middle of everything. And then of course, y'all, you can't go wrong if you decide that you want to rent a house. There are some really great rental companies all over Carteret County, and you could look at rental properties that are on the beach, in Beaufort, in Moorhead, anywhere you want to be. That's a great thing to think about if you know that you want to cozy up and drink coffee in the mornings, or have a fun cheers in a common space that you're all sharing in the evenings. So depending on how your group is set up, we've got some really good options for where you guys can stay. Okay, so everybody, now let's talk about a really important part of any girls' weekend, which is going to be where are you going to have cocktails. So for me, my favorite cocktail is a painkiller. Okay, and I've got two really good options for you. First of all, the Rhum bar on Front Street in downtown Beaufort. It's just so much fun because you can sit outside or kind of inside under a covered area, but either way, you just feel like you're right on Taylor's Creek. Great cocktails, including a delicious painkiller. Now, their painkiller is a mixed one, like in a cocktail shaker. If you prefer a frozen painkiller, then you might want to try out the Pier House. So the Pier House restaurant is at the Oceanana. It is right across the street from Amos Mosquitoes. So it's a great thing to do if you are waiting for a table at Amos and you want to walk over and get a drink at the Pier House. It's wonderful. And also the Pier House itself has pretty incredible food as well. So great place to also consider eating aside from their great cocktails. Out at the very end of the pier at the Pier House is a little spot called the Barnacle. And it's the tiniest little bar area that you've ever seen. And you can go out there and get all sorts of delicious drinks, including their famous frozen painkiller. So if you're thinking about something else, maybe something a little bit lighter and refreshing, you also might want to consider Mug Shots. Mug Shots is right at the base of the Atlantic Beach Bridge on the Moorhead City side. It's in that shopping center. And they have great breakfast, lunch, dinner, and really some innovative and delicious cocktails. You guys know there are all sorts of amazing standbys for cocktails. You've got the Arundel Room, you've got all sorts of spots all over Beaufort, Moorhead, and heading down into the western part of the county. But these are a few of our favorites that you may not have tried before. Okay, guys, let's talk about dinner options. So Carteret County is known for their incredible restaurants. We really just have so many spots that knock it out of the park. So for your girls' weekend, I'm going to focus on starting with something more casual and working our way up, giving you three options. So for casual, Fish Hut Grill in Emerald Isle is just so much fun. They have a blueberry jalapeno margarita. They've got beer and coolers. They've got this just awesome, really coastal ambiance, not to mention delicious food. So that's a great spot if you want something really low key and just fun. Our middle option is going to be Saltwater Grill in downtown Swansboro. Downtown Swansboro, I mean, Beaufort oozes charm, and you know what? So does downtown Swansboro. It is just such a great spot to visit for something a little bit different. Gorgeous waterfront views, and again, lots of great restaurants, coffee spots, places for cocktails. Saltwater Grille is no exception. So you've got lunch and dinner there. They've got a whole cocktail menu. They've got delicious sandwiches, salads, all kinds of things that really hit the spot. If you're thinking that what you want is something really upscale and super special, then you might consider going to Prime Bistro in Moorhead. Prime is really just totally a premier spot. They've got incredible ingredients and it comes through in their food. One of the things I love about Prime is that they have all these premier, really delicious wines that are things that you wouldn't necessarily order a whole bottle of, but they have this pour vin system where they can actually extract one glass and you could try a wine that you may not splurge on for a bottle, but it's a great thing just to try a glass. So the food and the drink at Prime are really unparalleled, and that's a great option if you want something a little bit fancier for your girls' night out. Okay, so let's talk about a few off the beaten path activities that you might consider. Something that everybody loves to do, no matter where you're staying in Carteret County, is to go over to Beaufort, just walk up and down Front Street, pop into the restaurants, pop into all the just adorable boutiques that they have while you're taking in views of Taylor's Creek and of Carrot Island. You know, so often you can see the wild horses over there on Carrot Island, which is really so special. Now, if you're over there and you actually want to get out on the water, you can do one of the Tiki boat cruises. Our team has done this and it is so much fun. You actually hop on a boat and you head out there. The boat goes pretty slow, which is delightful for just relaxing, listening to some music, and enjoying each other's company. The Tiki boat tours in Beaufort are really a lot of fun. So a third thing that you might want to do with your girls is consider taking a class. We've got really incredible workout studios. Especially in Moorhead City, we've got a couple that are great. There's M Wellness, and then there is the Downtown Barre. Downtown Barre offers all sorts of classes. You've got Pilates, bar, spin, anything you can think of. Plus, they also are an exclusive retailer of Lululemon. So you can head over there and get yourself a snuggly sweatshirt or a great new pair of leggings to wear for your workout. So it's Sunday morning and you're exhausted from all the fun that you've had with your girlfriends, and we have a few suggestions that you might consider for coffee. So if you're on the western end of the county in the Emerald Isle or Swansboro area, we suggest that you go to Bogue Inlet Grocery. They've got all sorts of great options, and what's really cool is you can actually buy a whole coconut there if you want to get some real intense hydration in. If you're in Beaufort, Historic Grounds is an awesome option. They have a buttered popcorn latte. I know it sounds crazy, but trust us, it's delicious. And then of course you've got Reed's. So in Moorhead City, there's the downtown location of Reed's, and then there's the Porch more on the western end of the county. And the Reed's Jack is just unbelievable. They've got several different mocha drinks that people love. There's a white tiger that I hear people rave about. Just a lot of innovative and really great coffee drinks that is sure to get you exactly where you need to be so you can make that drive home. So we know that the Crystal Coast is full of restaurants and shops and all sorts of small businesses that just make it so incredibly special. We were only able to mention a few today in the Girls Guide, so if you have some others, please drop them in the comments below. We'd love to share. And one of the things we know is that you're sure to fall in love with Carteret County. When you visit here, you just can't help it. So when you do, please keep us in mind. We'd love to be your real estate company of choice. With over 700 five-star reviews, you can check us out on Google and just let us know how we can help you if you're interested in making Crystal Coast a more permanent part of your life.